Good Saturday morning, crafty friends. Sparkle here. So I'm revisiting my retreat project for next month for the ladies ministry. I don't know if I showed you this, but um, I now have a theme, and it was a garden theme. So uh, we're going to use this kit and just fold it in half here. And I printed out some verses and made a few tags or tabs and put little pocket inserts. This is all out of the paper from the kit. There was two sheets. And then this is just tied with fabric. It's got elastic cording, and it just has a little tassel. So then I thought I like to give a little thank you note when someone attends a teaching or class that I do. So I made I got these little Uno cards yesterday at the Dollar Tree, and they measure 1 3/4 inch by 2.5 inches tall. So I made, well, this is the first one I made, and it's just like a little pocket, and I have some of the bird freebies that I had, and I thought that would go with the planting and the garden theme to have some birds in here, and yeah, and here's a piece of fabric that I trimmed from also from the Dollar Tree. So some sequins that were from the Dollar Tree. So um, after I made this one yesterday, I decided to make them into paper clips because then they could go in their journal if they choose to do that. So they're just really simple and sweet, and I like tiny, you know that. So I thought we can make a few on camera. This one was already backed, so I'm just going to stick the paper clip there, and that will still function for our purposes. So I'll make a few on camera. Um, it just has a little word here and a little bowl pin with some trims on it. I am getting some charms this weekend, so maybe I'll just end up putting a charm there. We'll see. So I made a couple off camera here just to have them ready. And then I have some that are set to go. So all I did was go through my bin and I pulled two pieces of paper and roughly cut them the size of my card. Okay, so I want to take two cards just because that'll make them thicker, and I'm just going to put a paper clip between them. And I always put before we do that, we're going to cover them. I'm sorry. So we're just going to cover these. Hmm. I think I used wet glue on the samples, so I guess we'll stick with that for now. So we're going to glue our back and front. And just get them on as straight as you can. Um, we can do trimming after. Don't know where my bone folder is. I should have found that before camera. But that was nothing. Where? Oh, it's over here. Oh my word. So we do have to trim them before you put the other one on. Yeah, this first one I did, I had done layers and inked and did all these fancy things, but I'm not going to bother with that because you're not going to see it all. This is perfect for what I want. And literally, I just have my scrap box out. Okay. So that could be the back, and then you put your paper clip on. And I'm going to just put double-sided tape on this. That's what I decided to do. And if we need to, we can add some wet glue in here. So this is your back piece. Don't worry about that. And then we're going to cover the front again. Just decide if it has a front, top, or bottom, if it's directional. And we'll give that a trim as well. Now we'll do any inking. We can do that now. We have this piece, and then this is going to be a little pocket here. Okay. I want to make it a little sharper here. Okay, so let's do any inking. Oops. Okay. Then we'll take off the backing here. And we'll just put a little bit of the wet glue around the edges. I wanted to put this on first. So that if I have to do any trimming, I can trim it now before I put the back on. Okay, so once you're satisfied with your front piece and your back piece, and you have your paper clip on top, you can sandwich these two together. And I think we're just going to use our clamp system. I'll have to get some out because that will greatly help. Let's do the corners. Okay, and I would just let this sit, and we're going to move on. So, we'll get our pieces. And we'll get our back piece. trim that one. Let's use the bigger scissors to trim. Yeah, I know. A little bit putsy, but sparkle. I just couldn't get motivated today to come up with a project. I'm working on things, but they're not anything I don't think anybody wants to see. So I just saw these cards now at the Dollar Tree. These were over by the kids' toys, and they were just hidden away. They weren't by the other cards. So just telling you, I'm just saying. Okay, so let's make this one the front, and we're going to put that on there. So let's do some inking. Oops. Yeah, by doubling these up, it's going to just make them much stronger. Okay, so that's our back. We'll just put our paper clip on so we don't forget. And then we'll glue this little pocket on. And again, do any trimming. Okay. Then on let's try to keep our glue closed between. All right, so then we'll put some double-sided tape on the back. Burnish that real good. Take off the backing. My coffee flavor today is called Donut Shop. And I sprinkled cinnamon on top. Sometimes I put peppermint essential oil in it. Just around the edge. Okay. And this is the front. This one should be okay to take off. Nice. Anything you don't like, if you have an emery board, you can give it a once over. Okay, then this, maybe we'll do this later, but I'm just going to put a piece of this on here. But let's do that later. So we have those two. Well, we can do another one. I don't want to take all your time. So 2 pieces on here. We've had some rain this week, which is very wonderful. I am very happy when it rains in the desert, except for the toads. My toad. Oh, it's not on good there. All right, well, we'll put our pocket down here because I'm a little off there. So I tried to make a toad barrier. I even put no toads on the sign, but they were still coming in the yard. So I returned my borrowed bricks to my neighbor's yard, which I am watching as they're out of town. But I lugged them all back today. I'm not a happy girl. Okay, let's do some trimming. Trimming. Put our front pocket on. Ink. And then glue our back. Okay, so we have 2 pieces and we have a, okay, let's get some ink. I will ink that after we glue it down because I'll be trimming it. Okay. Let's see what we did here. Gonna have to clean the glue off these scissors when I'm done. My word. Okay. Glue the flap here. Then we can ink up where the pocket is. This one is trimmed. So once it's inked, we could add our paper clip and our tape. Oops. Whoa. Sparkle. I'm putting the tape on the wrong side. Okay. Let's see if we can save it. All right. That's okay. That's okay. I'm into the grungy look. So let's see. I don't think it's compromised. We'll just do it. Because Sparkle doesn't stress over stuff. So we'll finish these three and we'll finish decorating them. And then I can go off camera and do a few more. I kind of am waiting to see how many people have signed up for the craft. Although it's kind of going to be interesting because they think they're doing something with sunflowers. Now I did buy some sunflower stickers, so but by the time they published their whole schedule and everything, is when the lady had her was going to have her surgery, so they couldn't go in and change it to what we were going to actually be making. But you know, that's not my issue. That's the Lord will work it all out. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So here's a little bit of glue sticking out. Okay. So we have our these two are ready. So I just took these were free someplace and I just rounded the bottom edges so that they go in here nicely and they don't tear or anything. And then these also were a freebie. So, you know, can't go wrong with birds. Except now that I put them in there, I want to punch my hole. I'm using the 1/8 inch. And I'm going in on an angle. And I have this set here. It's locked at a 1/4 inch. So it'll just go in there and they'll all be the same. Then I want to just take out a few of these eyelets. And put them in. My Crop-A-Dile is set for the small eyelets, which is C C hard to see. C3. C3. Okay, make sure these are locked in. Okay, C3. C3. So then you just grab your eyelet in there and give it a crimp. Okay, there's one, there's two. Okay, so now we have our little bird cards in there and we have that. So we need to just put our little piece of fabric, and that was just from that $5 roll that I had. I just cut a strip off, and we're just gonna put it down here. Just need a little bit of the 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac, whatever you're using, and just put it down here. Gotta clean these scissors. Okay. And on this one, we could do the same thing. So this is all freebies or Dollar Tree. Okay, granted, it's $1.25. I forgot. I have to say that because I don't want anybody quoting me and saying we don't have a Dollar Tree by us. All right, so we got our cards in there, and then I just took a little word, and I picked the yellow because they highlight simple and cherish. We got cherish and simple. Okay, so these are for my next ones. So then you can, I'll finish these off camera. Let's get a word for here and some cards and a piece of ribbon or fabric. So this is our Dollar Tree embellishments, the card, the Uno card, the fabric, the sequins that I'll put on later. Those are all from the Dollar Tree. Okay. The bird cards were freebies, and the background paper is leftovers. So, relatively inexpensive little project, my friends. Something you all could do. But I think it makes a great impact statement because they're cute. You could make them with or without the paper clips. That's entirely up to you. Put our cards in. I might just trim this one a little bit. Since I'm not measuring the pockets, I'm just cutting them. I want it to fit. So I need to put the charms in, but like I said, I'm expecting charms later today, so I might just wait for that, okay? So that's what we have for now. We have 6 of them made up, and I have some more cut out that I'll work on. So I hope you were inspired. You know, it doesn't have to cost a lot to make something cute. Well, I think they're cute. And yeah, they can put them in their journal. They could be a little thank you note. Um, some of them you can write on the back, but maybe I'll just put coffee dyed paper. Then you could write on them. But I think they look nice, and I hope the recipients will enjoy them. So have a blessed, beautiful day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.